Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Thank you. This is season 7, episode 14. Woo! Another great episode. Let's start with a couple that had the shortest relationship ever in the entirety of 90 Day Fiancé, Vanya and Bojo. But before we begin, I want to share 3 of my favorite items from Bellesa, a bi-women company for all things sexual wellness. First, meet Pebble. Not only is Pebble so freaking cute, but it also offers suction and vibrations that are controlled independently. It's super comfortable in your hand because it fits perfectly in there, and once you turn her on, there are no annoying pattern modes. If you know, you know. Next is Air Vibe. It gives dual stimulation, it's waterproof, rechargeable, and it's also very, very quiet. But I can't promise you that you're gonna be quiet when you hang out with her. My personal favorite is the Demi Wand. It's super quiet and super soft. I also love how small and compact it is, so you can literally take it anywhere you go. It's waterproof, rechargeable, and quite flexible. So feel free to bend her in different ways so you can get the exact pressure and angle you want. The quality of all their toys is incredible. They're made with 100% body-safe premium materials, and they put a lot of thought into their design, their colors, the material, everything. Now for the super exciting part. My friends at Bellesa are hooking you guys up with either a free toy or a gift card. All you have to do is click the link below to sign up and receive your free gift from Bellesa. And don't worry, because everything is shipped discreetly and worldwide. So go explore and have a lot of fun. And thank you, Bellesa, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the recap. Vanya's feeling like a humiliated, pathetic loser after being friend-zoned by Bojo.
I have been so successful at so many things that I have done in my life, but obviously I have been super bad at picking men.
They were supposed to go on a date to the national park, and she's not gonna let him ruin her experience, so she's gonna go by herself. So she gets there and it's absolutely gorgeous. The water, the sky, the vibes, the scenery, everything looks stunning. She calls her cousin and admits that she cried all night. And her cousin tries to encourage her to get back on Bumble and to meet some men and still keep dating. Like, make the best of your trip while you're still there. Vanya doesn't know what to do at this point. Does she stay and try to have fun like her cousin said? Or does she end her trip early and go back home?
Stay in Croatia. There's many beautiful men in Croatia. Go back on the dating app.
I feel like it's too early. It's too soon. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet.
In the next scene, they had a really weird, funny song. It was about a smoky, sexy trombone. It was sensual and jazzy. Like, I didn't mind the melody, but it was the lyrics that made me laugh. From a smoky saxophone, some girls give you a twirl if you play that slide trombone. Ooh, I love that piano part. Vanya's at a cafe. She's enjoying a nice warm cup of hot chocolate, and a guy walks up to her and says, "You look very lonely. May I join you?" Side note to men and women, don't do that. Don't approach a stranger by saying, "You look lonely. Can I keep you company? Because you look so freaking lonely."
Excuse me. You look very lonely.
So he sits down, they get to know each other. He's from Switzerland. He asks her, "What brings you here from Florida?" And then she explains the whole situation, how she met a man, she came here, and then she got friend zoned. And he's like, "Oh my God, you poor woman. Don't let that discourage you. You should keep going out on dates. Like the date we're doing right now. We're on a date, right?" And she's like, "We are? This is a date?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course it's a date. I mean, it wasn't pre-planned, but this is a date." And she's like, "Oh, okay."
We are having one right now, right?
Are we?
How is this not a date? Like, it's not
Conversations,
set
yes.
up, but
Yeah.
it's still a date.
And then he goes, "By the way, I just want to let you know I am in a relationship, but we just opened it up, so we are looking for a third person. Are you interested?" And she's like, "No, thank you." And he's like, "Okay." And then he leaves. Now, even though Vanya isn't interested in a poly relationship, she still feels pretty good getting hit on despite it being producer driven. Honestly, though, I want to know the behind the scenes for things like this. Like, how do they get these people scouted? How do they find these random strangers to join the show for a scene? Like, I would imagine the producer has to go on the location that they're about to shoot in. They approach different men. And they're like, hey, I'm a producer for a very popular American TV show called 90 Day Fiancé. Would you like to make a short cameo on it? We'll give you an Amazon gift card worth $50 to $100 depending on how well you listen to our instructions. Here are the list of questions that we want you to ask the cast member. Make sure you ask all of them, okay? Okay, great. Let's get you mic'd up. Also, you have to sign this NDA. You also have to sign this contract that gives us permission to make you look as horrible or as evil or as dumb as we want you to look. Okay. All right, great. 1, 2, 3, action. I feel like that's how it goes. So according to the previews for the next episode, it seems like they hired another guy to go on a date with her. He's much taller than Bojo. He's much buffer than Bojo. He looks like a bigger, better version of him. And it's so funny that, I don't know, maybe someday he's going to have to watch this episode back and watch her go on a date with a different version of him. I love that she's getting like her own mini single life episode. That's cute. I can't wait to watch it, but I hope it's a one and done. Like, I don't want to keep watching her go on a bunch of different dates in Croatia for the rest of the season. Like, no, thank you. That's not what I signed up for. So hopefully it's one date with that one guy and it's over. Let's move on to Joe, his shoulders, and Magda. So they wake up on their second morning together, and she's still salty after finding out that he, well, according to her, quote, cheated on her.
How are you feeling? Are you still mad at me?
I just need more time.
And again, side note, I don't consider that cheating, okay? Because he slept with another girl a month into them talking. They were just talking. They were flirting, whatever. They hadn't established their relationship. So he assumed, like any person would, that he was single. He was dating around. He was talking to multiple girls. He did not know that they were exclusive. So I do not consider that cheating. What about you guys? So he planned for them to go to a salt mine, which is a mine that has salt in it, according to Joe. And it's very fitting for Magda because she's very salty today. So now she can be in a salt cave with her salty ass attitude and soak up all the salt and be even saltier. She's still upset. She's still sad. She can't get over the fact that Joe had schmecks with another girl. Yeah, this is very kind of annoying. I mean, I like Magda. I think she's great. But this is very tiring. It's exhausting. Her energy is exhausting me.
Are you having a great time?
Okay, she just doesn't understand how Joe doesn't remember the exact location, the exact date, the exact time, the weather of the night he forked another girl. She thinks it's shady. She thinks it's sketchy that he can't remember the details. And I'm like, girl, I'd be weirded out if he remembered any of the details. Like, I feel like that's more of a red flag than the fact that he doesn't remember. What? Am I crazy? She tells him, I think it's really weird that you can't remember what day you had sex with her. Like, tell me the truth right now. Okay, if I catch you in a lie, we're done. So tell me right now, did you sleep with more than one girl? And he's like, no, just one. Are you sure about that, Joe? Are you really sure about that, Joe? I don't know if I believe him. What do you think? I feel like, I mean, if it's not more than one girl, it's definitely more than one time with one girl. He apparently has a secret that he hasn't told her yet. And of course, in true 90 Day fashion, they always have a secret. What do you guys think it is? Do you think, I don't know, I'm trying to think, was he engaged before, or was it that he slept with more than one girl?
It's been weighing on my mind that Magda does not know that I'm friends with someone I dated.
Oh, never mind. It's the fact that he's still friends with one of his ex-girlfriends, that he doesn't even consider an ex-girlfriend, given that he dated her for, I don't know, less than a year, about 7 to 8 years ago. I mean, that is a long time ago. He doesn't consider it a serious relationship. I don't know if anyone else felt this way, but I was a little annoyed by her constantly being so upset with him for having slept with another woman while they were still, I don't know, like not exclusive. I don't know. It's just, but then I have to remember she's still like, she's only 23. And when I was 23, I was exactly like her. In my early 20s, I didn't really understand the nuances of dating and how everybody has a different definition and different standards of dating. Like, she's just immature, and not in a bad way. I'm not saying like, you're so immature. No, she's immature in dating. She hasn't had much experience. She's young. She's only had one other serious relationship. Plus, it doesn't help the fact that she caught him cheating on her.
You're the only person I'm with.
I know, but I'm talking about the past.
She keeps pressing him about his past, even though he tells her, I have not hooked up with any girl after we made things official. But she doesn't care. She wants to know how many girls he hooked up with ever since they started talking. And I don't know why this is important, because like he said, he hasn't hooked up with anyone since they made it official. But I don't know, it's important to her. She wants to know, and then he tells her there's no one else. And she can't trust him. Why? Why can't she trust him? I don't understand. He didn't do anything wrong, but I truly think it's because of her past relationship, how her ex cheated on her. So she's kind of carrying that trauma onto her next relationship with Joe. So basically, remember how she was like, this is your last chance to tell me everything I need to know. And he wants to tell her that he's still friends with his ex-girlfriend, but he chickens out. And I don't blame him. Imagine if he told her. She'd probably rip his balls out. Oh, but wait. I totally forgot her ex, the one who she caught cheating on her, cheated on her with his ex. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I mean, this is gonna be good for me, but it's gonna be bad for her. Oh, she's gonna be pissed when she finds out. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so even though he tells her there's nobody else, she has nothing to worry about, she's still very upset. She doesn't want to really do anything. She doesn't want to talk. She's that upset. And now she has a headache. So they go home from the salt mine and she lays in bed and he puts together a pack of ice and he gives it to her and she feels smitten. She's like, oh, he can really take care of me. I was like, damn, your bar is low for you to give him that much credit. That he threw some ice in a Ziploc bag and gave it to you and laid in bed with you? Okay. So she's like, oh my God, I can really tell that he cares about me and that he's taking really good care of me. So yeah, I think he's starting to prove himself. Okay. So she lets him sleep in her bed, but no sexy time, just cuddles. The next morning, Joe makes her some breakfast and then the camera zooms into a pack of baby wipes next to the bed. I don't know why they did that. Was that supposed to imply something? I don't know. I'm sure one of you will let me know in the comments, but I just found it really interesting. Her headache is gone. She feels better. So they go to meet her friends and her fur baby, Hades. And I'm not going to lie, Hades looks pretty scary. Like he could be very scary if he were to get mad. They all sit down, he meets her friends, hee hee ha ha, nice to meet you. And then she talks about how she's expecting him to propose, to get married, and to have kids right away. And according to her friends, she has this tendency to move very, very quickly in relationships, and they just want her to slow down. Joey also learns that Magda previously moved to a different country for her ex-boyfriend, and he didn't know that before. So now his red flags are up. He's kind of concerned that this might be a pattern of behavior. Like, should he be concerned? Is this something he needs to worry about? Is this a red flag? I don't know. Maybe. Now let's talk about Lauren and Faith. They're back in Manila from visiting her family in Leyte. And after meeting her family, he's feeling real confident because her entire family loved him. Did you see the way they sang karaoke together? They were having a mother effing blast. They were clapping, smiling, dancing, looking at him all googly-eyed. And this was after he told them that he was voluntarily homeless and that he only liked trans women and that he wants to marry her mom. So yeah, he's feeling very confident. In the cab ride, Lauren looks at Faith in her eyes and he tells her he loves her and that he's sad that he has to leave soon. By the way, when did he get a ticket to America? Because I thought he said that he only got a one-way ticket to the Philippines and that he was staying there. Was that a lie, or did he in the middle eventually realize that he had to move back? I don't know, but he only has a few days left, and he tells her he's very sad to leave. Not because he's leaving the Philippines, he's sad he's leaving her, and that the Philippines is nothing without Faith. And y'all, this girl is so smitten. You can see the heart in her eyes. Look at the way she's looking at him.
But I guess I'm gonna be more sad when I have to leave you.
Experience her in the Philippines.
That's right.
For the first
With
time.
you. I don't care about the Philippines. I care about you. Without you, I don't care. You make it special.
And I gotta say, he is charming when he wants to be. Like, imagine, Faith is someone who feels like an outcast. She has very low self-confidence. And this man is telling you that he loves you. Your entire family is obsessed with him. And they've always told you that you're going to have a hard time finding love. You're going to have a hard time as a trans woman finding someone who truly loves you. And according to Faith, she believes that he loves her. So, like, I can see why she's falling for him and his bullcrap, you know? Faith talks about how she can feel her guard slowly coming down and she's giving more of her heart to him. She wants to, and she forgives him for cheating on her. No, don't do it, Faith. Don't do it, Faith. Oh God, I just want to like grab her and just pull her out of that situation. The next morning, Lauren goes to the health clinic because he finally finished his gonorrhea medication. He gets retested and brings back the results for Faith to see, and it's clear. Yay! And she's so happy that she might finally let him hit it. Let's get it on. Ow! Let's get it on. Ow. She's like, let's celebrate. And he's like, oh yeah, let's celebrate. Giggity, giggity. Later that night, they go to a drag club with her friends. And remember, y'all, Lauren was a manager at a drag club. So he's about to be in his element. He's going to be in his home away from home. He even makes a joke. Maybe I'll get a job there. I'll just walk into the dressing room and start getting undressed and see if anybody notices. They get to the club, meet 3 of her best friends, and they all know that he's cheated on her, so they already don't like him. But they notice how happy Faith looks, and they're kind of concerned. At one point in the night, they all hype her up, and they encourage her to go up on stage and to dance, and wow, was anyone else shook? She got up on that stage, and she worked it, honey. I felt like she turned into a whole different person. Like, she was bold, she was confident, she put on this amazing performance, and afterwards, she walked right up to Lauren and gave him a big fat smooch on the lips, and I was like, oh, okay. This is a new Faith here. Like, she was Sasha Fierce. And the drinks must be flowing because Lauren and Faith are getting cozy. They're getting real comfortable. They're vibing. And I feel so bad because you can just see how happy she is. Thank God, though, because her friends start grilling him about cheating on her and getting gonorrhea. And he's like, oh, but I thought she knew I was sleeping around. I thought she knew. Like, it's not my fault. Like, she didn't know. She was supposed to. And then they ask him, okay, so how many women did you hook up with? And he goes, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7, yeah.
How many women you sleep?
Hold on. 5? Is that real for 5?
No. 7.
And they're like, damn, 7? Okay, well, you better not cheat on her anymore. And he's like, no, never. I would never. But her friends are not buying this charming good guy act. They don't trust him. Faith and Lauren leave the club early, but as they're walking out, her friends pull her to the side and they want to talk to her without Lauren there. And they tell her, girl, we saw Lauren flirting with a drag queen when you went to the bathroom, and he wasn't just talking, he was clearly physically flirting with them.
Nakikipaglandian siya, nakatalikod ka. Nakikipaglandian siya gano'n. Gusto mo yun?
Now, I think it's hard for me to judge or to give my opinion on this because we didn't see it on camera. We don't know if he rubbed his ding dong on them or if he had his arm on their shoulders. Like, what is flirting? Everybody has a different perception and an interpretation of what flirting is. So I really, really wish we got this on camera. By the way, I am not defending Lauren by saying this. I absolutely believe that he's a creep and that he probably did get a little too close considering he's a pervy perv. But objectively speaking, I wish we got the scene on camera so that I could see it with my own eyes and give my opinion and my thoughts. Anyway, once she gets in the cab, she confronts him and he kind of has an attitude right away. He's like, yeah, I flirted in a friendly way. I was supporting them. That's what we're supposed to do. Supporting drag queens by rubbing our dick. No, he didn't say that. But
I don't know why Faith is getting so bent out of shape about me flirting with the drag queens at a drag show, because that's what you're supposed to do.
But he was like, yeah, that's how you support the drag queens. You flirt with them. And I'm not familiar with drag culture. So to anyone who is this normal? Is he telling the truth? Let me know in the comments if this is true or if he's lying. And it makes me wonder if that's what he did at the drag club that he used to be a manager at. Like, did he really flirt with them? And what is flirting? Is it just verbal? Is it physical? Also, isn't that an HR violation to flirt with people that you work with? Or maybe it's not flirting. Maybe it's like having a sexual relationship with, which kind of makes me believe that he did have sexual relationships with the drag queens that he managed. But I don't know. I'm just like, this is allegedly, I'm just totally making up things in my head. Okay. I'm just thinking, it's my opinion, but it just gives me the creeps. He's just a creepy guy. So, well, that's it for the recap. This was part 1. I'm going to cover the rest of the couples in part 2, which will be posted later this week. But you guys, tonight is the last resort. I have been looking forward to this series for so dang long, and it's finally here. I can't believe it's finally here. I'm so excited. This is the most exciting thing that's happened to me in 2024. I know. Pow! Go touch grass. No, I don't want to. Are you guys tuning in this season, or are you passing and just gonna watch the recaps? Let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow for the next recap. Bye. Girl, you better stop. What do you want, honey? Oh my God, as soon as I hit record, the bitch starts complaining. She's whining because she wants me to get something. Oh, just hold on. I'll be right back. Oh my God, she wants her BALL, but I can't get it for her because she barks. That's how she plays. I put it down and then she chases it and barks at it, and that's like, I can't do it because I have to record this. Oh Lord, she keeps staring at it and now she's gonna... This is season 7, episode 14. Girl, okay, my dog wants to leave my room now. BRB. Okay.